700 military bases all around the world, spreading fear and terror at every corner of the globe. Obama is the one who has special forces and their death squads roaming around the planet, terrorizing anybody who resists imperial rule. It's Obama and the allies that he has made that are arming the terrorists in Syria today in an effort to plunge the Middle East deeper into chaos. And yet, Obama has the gall to try to make our sister, Assata Shakur, into the face of terror in the world. When he threatens Assata, he is also threatening Cuba, which has withstood more than 50 years of U.S. terrorism, and whose sons in the Cuban 5, which is now the Cuban 4, still languish in U.S. prisons for the crime of exposing U.S.-based terror. Terrorism is U.S. policy in the world. It is not an aberration. There is no more soft power to the United States. There is no more meaningful diplomacy. It is all just terror. Full spectrum domination is terror. Shock and awe is terror. Drone warfare and drone assassination is terror. So-called humanitarian military intervention is terror. It's nothing but terrorism on a global scale. Assata Shakur is supposed to be the domestic terror threat #1, although she has not set foot in the United States in over 30 years. But we know what terror in the United States really is. Stop and frisk is domestic terror.
Right on.
And we know that because Police Commissioner Ray Kelly has told us so. He says, it comes out of his mouth, that stop and frisk is designed to make young black men and young Latino men afraid that they'll be accosted by police every time they leave their homes. That is a policy, a police policy of terror. The Malcolm X grassroots movement has documented that a black person is killed every 28 hours by a policeman or a security guard or some white vigilante. And that should be classified as a reign of terror. Mass incarceration is so pervasive in Black America that it has warped every aspect of social relationships in our community. And at any given moment, right now, more than 100,000 people are locked down in solitary confinement in the United States. That is a form of mass torture that has never been seen on the face of the earth in all of human history. To torture every day more than 100,000 people, some for up to 20 and 30 years. 100,000 people is more than the population of Charleston, South Carolina. And yet, that's how many people are locked up in a little box in U.S. prisons. By any metric, by any measure that you could come up with, the United States is the world's greatest purveyor of terror. It is these same terroristic forces that Assata Shakur fought against before she went into exile. Back then, those forces tried to act in secret, and they had a veneer of law. Today, state terror is public. It is open, it is openly terroristic, both domestically and in foreign policy. But as long as we are here, as we are today, the struggle will continue. Thank you.
Yeah.